So people often will not come to an attorney because they'll say, oh, I was partially at fault for this accident and therefore I can't recover anything. It's not how it works in Nevada. Nevada follows something called comparative negligence, which means they proportion out the fault of the crash. But first, before we get to comparative negligence, let's talk about what at fault means. At fault does not necessarily mean 100% responsible for the crash. You can be 60% at fault, you can be 20% at fault. To recover in Nevada, you just have to be less than 50% at fault. So when I'm talking about comparative negligence, I'm talking about that proportionality. Are you more than 50% at fault, or are you less than 50% at fault? Because if you're less than, you still have an avenue to recover. So what does recover mean? It means the dollar amount that you're gonna get at the end of the case. So let's just say, for instance, your case is worth $10,000, but you're 20% at fault. You can still recover $8,000. The insurance company or the defense would be able to subtract your proportion of the fault of the crash. So a lot of times people are concerned about coming to see an attorney when they have some responsibility or some fault for the accident, such as they were going 10 miles over the speed limit, or they weren't wearing their seatbelt, or something that they were cited for. Doesn't mean you can't recover. So what if you were going 5 to 10 miles over the speed limit, but the other person cut you off because they ran a red light? Common sense will dictate that they're more at fault for causing the accident than you were. So just because you're partially responsible doesn't mean you're inhibited from recovering at this case. A lot of times, and oftentimes, people do, and so it's important to get to an attorney right away. So just because you think that you may have had something to do with causing the accident, still come see us. Go talk to an attorney. There's things that we know through our experience and our own expertise, our knowledge of the law, that we may know something you don't as to why you're not more than 50% responsible. A lot of times too, you don't have all the facts or the details. A lot of times the responding officer doesn't have it all. So go see an attorney, consult with an attorney, and see if you've got a path forward to getting treatment and recovering on your case. If you got any further questions, feel free to call us or shoot us an email.